made one bad decision at 19!
2 bad decisions!
Hi everybody, welcome back to Two Bad Decisions. I'm Laur.
And I'm Han. And today we are talking about our enneagram types. So last episode we finished up the test and we found out that Laur is a type 4 and I am a type 3. And today we're going to look at the individual types and then we're going to look at the description for like the relationship between our two types, which I am absolutely thrilled for. But before we do that, fit check, podcast fit check.
So my ridiculous thing today is my eyeliner. And
It's so good.
I saw like a couple people on TikTok do it and they made it look really easy. I'm like, it's just eyeliner. I could do eyeliner. Turns out I can't. And like I had to redo this 3 separate times. This one's a little smaller than that one, but I think I'm okay with the end result.
It looks sick. I love it.
Thank you. I also have it's freaking bats.
It's freaking bats. I love Halloween. Dude, nice earrings. They're like dangly too. That's exciting.
Yeah, I got them off Shein, forever ago. And I never wore them because I was like, that's a little too much.
Yeah.
Anyways, I've just become too much over quarantine.
Amazing. It looks great. I'm not really serving any Halloween vibes today, but I'm wearing my Powerpuff Girls tank. And also this was like way too big for me at first because like the straps were long and I'm like stupid proud about this, but I shortened them to make them like make it fit me better. So I hand sewed it. I was so excited.
Isn't
dude.
that so fun? I love hand sewing shit.
Except it's like so uneven, so I don't want to talk about it that much. But, like one of them was like perfectly done and I was so proud. And then the other one like was like way shorter. So I cut off like different amounts and then I sewed them together and I realized and I was like, okay, for sure. But yeah.
It's cute.
Thanks. I got off a Depop from some girl. I think this was like my first Depop purchase, but I never wore it because I was waiting to like fix it. But yeah, fit check complete, bro. So, okay, I'm excited. So type 3. I guess we're starting off with mine. Because we were weirdly thinking numerical order, even though it's not an order thing. But so. Type 3, it says the success-oriented pragmatic type, adaptable, excelling, driven, and image conscious. Amazing. Maybe we should just go back and forth. What does yours say?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was looking at yours. So for in brief, like right above. Oh, okay. Wrong part. The sensitive, introspective type, expressive, dramatic, self-absorbed, and temperamental.
At first I was like, I don't know. But then like, yeah.
Yeah. The 4.
At the bottom. Yeah. Okay, cool. So in brief, okay, so it gives us like some basic breakdowns. Basic fear for type 3, myself, is being worthless. I can confirm. Yes. What's yours?
Mine is that they have no identity or personal significance. Yeah.
I think so. Whoa, that's crazy. How do they? Okay,
they just know. I've heard this is more accurate than
that's insane. The other one.
Myers-Briggs one.
Okay, basic desire to feel valuable and worthwhile. Oh my God, that's worthwhile. Yes, I fixate on that. I'm like very specific with like my friends. I'm like, you need to make me feel valuable. Like one time I like called Matt. I was like gonna cry because I was like, sometimes you like multitask when we FaceTime each other, and it makes me sad because it makes me feel like invaluable. And he was like, I'll stop multitasking on FaceTime, and I was like crying, and I was like, thanks.
The way that if you had called me saying that, I would have known how to react. Like I would have been like, okay.
Okay. No, yeah, I don't know. I just like, for some reason, certain things. And I remember him telling me, he's like, that doesn't really make sense. He's like, I called you. Like I started the conversation. And I was like, I know, but I feel worthless.
Oh my God.
But yeah, what's your basic desire?
Mine is to find themselves and their significance, in parentheses, to create an identity. Fair. I agree.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. I don't know what the stuff under it is, so I'm gonna ignore it.
I don't either. I got the aristocrat and the bohemian. Bohemian, and I'm like, all right, aristocrat.
Lovey bohem. What? Okay, sorry. Rent reference? I like barely know Rent. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, mine says the charmer and the professional. No clue what that means. I'm not going to expand. Key motivations: want to be affirmed, to distinguish themselves from others, to have attention, to be admired, and to impress others. 500% yes.
Mine is wants to express themselves and their individuality, to create and surround themselves with beauty, to maintain certain moods and feelings, to withdraw to protect their self-image, to take care of emotional needs before attending to anything else, to attract a quote-unquote rescuer.
Some of that.
I agree. I definitely am like an aesthetics person. Like none of my friends are ugly. Like
I'm not friends with ugly people.
The way I would like, I don't know why, but to me, like, I've never had an ugly friend. Like, I don't know.
Stop, that's so funny. Like, that's the thing that like resonated with you. You're like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude, and like I'm obsessed with like aesthetics and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like do I just call people toxic because I actually find them unattractive?
Oh my god.
Okay, is that what I've been doing? Oh my
really
god.
Unpacking. Okay, I don't know that you take care of your emotional needs before attending to anything else. I feel like you do it the opposite. I think everything else and then, or I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I think I tend to do things without regard to my emotional needs, and then I realize like I've really screwed myself over, and I'm just in this position where like I can't get out now. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah. So I think that might be true. Or I mean false.
False. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit true. I don't know.
I do think like the attract a rescuer and then also it's withdraw to protect your self-image. I think that.
Yeah, that. But also, look at your examples. I have Anne Frank as one of mine.
Bill Clinton,
Edgar Allan Poe, Virginia Woolf. I'm trying to see who else I recognize.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Stevie Nicks.
Oh, that's sick.
Prince.
Oh my god.
Amy Winehouse. We love
Jamie Foxx. Taylor Swift. Okay, I accept my role.
Angelina Jolie.
Amazing.
Winona Ryder.
No, stop. The last one is Glee.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas. Okay, I love Winona Ryder, but Nicolas Cage. Dude, the last one on my list is Glee's Rachel Berry, as in the fictional character.
I have tattoo artist Kat Von D. Not Kat Von D. Only Kat Von D is a tattoo artist.
Only her. O.J. Simpson.
Magician Chris Angel. Not when he's not a magician. Only when he's a magician.
Oh my god. Kevin Spacey. Oh my god. Awful.
Do you know? Okay. Streetcar Named Desires. Blanche Du Bois.
Okay, I've heard.
Is that a movie
character?
Of this.
Yeah, it is a movie character.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
I don't know if I pronounced that right either.
I have no idea, dude. Okay, so the next part is like a little long and wordy, and I'm not really in the mood. So I would like to skip to a lower part that says like it has your type and it says the levels of development, and then it's separated into 3 different levels of unhealthy levels, average levels, and healthy levels. So it's referencing like I guess like depending on where you are, like that's where you are in your development process, I guess. How should we go from like level 1 and then go down?
Yeah, because I know I'm gonna be down. So like,
for sure. I would love to find out that I'm like incredibly unhealthy in terms of my development.
I already know this. This is like not news to me.
Okay, what's yours? So at your best, what is your type like?
Profoundly creative, expressing the personal and the universal, possibly in a work of art. Like a painting. I'm confused.
I don't know,
inspired, self-renewing, and regenerating. Able to transform all their experiences into something valuable. Self-creative. Absolutely not. I'm really hung up on the in a work of art, not creating one. A work of art.
What are you trying to say, Miss Enneagram?
I'm like also not an actor. Like, so I'm like, would I have to be in I guess I am in, hope to God he never sees this, someone's work of art, a stand-up comedy routine.
Oh my god. Okay.
And we're not going to talk about that.
The way that I wish we could get into it. We simply cannot.
Really do. I do.
Maybe one day.
But I will not.
It's so funny though. You guys would love it, but that's okay. Not today.
Maybe one day, like, because I'm still like friends with him. Maybe one day, like a year in the future or something.
Yeah, Laura is somebody's muse in
that I am.
Yep. Okay. So type 3.
Moving on.
My type at level 1, like at the best, self-accepting, inner-directed, and authentic. Everything they seem to be. Oh, modest and charitable, self-deprecatory humor, and a fullness of heart emerge. Gentle and benevolent. I don't think that I am
gentle. I don't know.
I don't know about that. No, I don't. What I love is like the thing that says like authentic and like everything that they seem to be. I don't think I am everything I seem to be. I think I give off a completely different vibe from what I actually am like. So I would love to be there one day. I simply am not though. So that doesn't really resonate with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that's true. Like, I also don't think I'd like a best self hand. Like, I don't think I'd like you as much if you were super gentle.
I was just like, hi, Laura.
I would have absolutely, like, I would have ended this friendship so
long ago. It would have been over. No, yeah. Let's hope I never get to like my best. Let's hope. Fingers crossed that I stay
also,
damaged
if anyone
forever.
just watched me up my lipstick, I
I
went like this and then looked down at my hand and realized what I had done.
That's funny.
It's fine.
Okay, level 2. What does yours say?
Mine says, sorry, I minimized it for a second. Mine says self-aware, introspective, on the quote-unquote search for self, aware of feelings and inner impulses, sensitive and intuitive both to self and others, gentle, tactful, compassionate. No, I'm not gentle. Like,
I don't think you're aware of your feelings.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Not always. You do get there. Just like I think
it takes me a long time.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's like just like upon it happening. Interesting.
Yeah. I think I'm introspective.
I do think so too.
I don't think I'm very tactful.
Yeah, that's like a weird. It's interesting. It's like paired with being gentle and compassionate. I do think you're compassionate.
Right. But I'm definitely not gentle about it. Like,
but it's like lovingly, like aggressively compassionate, like in like a good way. It's like good. Interesting.
Yeah, what's your second level?
Mine says self-assured, energetic, and competent with high self-esteem. No. They believe in themselves and their own value. Adaptable, desirable, charming, and gracious. No. I don't have high self-esteem.
Why do they feel like they're getting better as they go down?
I know. I feel like that's a little bit better, but like, no, I don't have high self-esteem, so I'm gonna shut her down.
Because my level 1 doesn't have gentle.
Yeah.
Is that not a good thing?
Weird. I don't know. I do think maybe I think I am a little bit adaptable. I don't think I'm like any of the other. Gracious. I'm anything but gracious. Okay. Cool. Level 3. This is like this level 3 is like the final level in like what they consider to be a healthy level of development. If you like, I guess if that like sits like if you can find that relatable. So level 3.
Level 3, I got highly personal, individualistic, quote unquote, true to self, self-revealing, emotionally honest, humane, ironic view of self and life, can be serious and funny, vulnerable, and emotionally strong.
Okay, the last part, yes.
I don't think I'm emotionally strong. I think people can damage me so easily.
No, I think like the sensitive and intuitive to both self and others. Wait, no, I'm skipping. I read the wrong thing. Ironic view of self and life, can be serious and funny. I think you can be vulnerable and emotionally. I think like
it takes me a while though.
Yeah, I don't think you're like self-revealing all the time. At least with like deep feelings or like, and also
it takes me about a year.
And then we're like sharing and we're like, wow, you're so open. You're like, no, but I've been sitting on this for like a year now, so that's why I'm sharing now.
I told Han something before the podcast. I was like, oh, and like I just realized I feel this way, and she's like, like I realized you felt that way like
oh yeah,
months ago. I was like, oh.
It's so funny. Oh my god. Okay, level 3 for me. Ambitious to improve themselves, to be the quote unquote best they can be, often become outstanding, a human ideal, embodying widely admired cultural qualities. What? Highly effective. Highly effective. What does that mean? Others are motivated to be like them in some positive way. I'm not ambitious to improve myself, unfortunately. I would like to be.
I think it's like what you told me, where you're like, I know where I can, but do I have the like motivation?
Yeah, no, I don't. So we're not there
I think
yet.
some of it's true though. Like a lot of these, I'm like, some of them are true for you. You know what I mean?
I think
it's not the thing as a whole.
I'm waiting to find one where like that's exactly where I am. Like I want to resonate with every single part of it. So I guess we've determined that we're not in a healthy stage of development. We're not there.
So can I just say I'm kind of relieved? Because I knew I wasn't gonna be, but I'm like, Han might. So like if you were in one and I wasn't, I would have been like, I've ruined her.
So we're like at the very bottom and you're still like, oh, that doesn't really resonate
you have
with
changed.
me. I'm different. I've changed. Okay, so now we're moving down to average levels. So average level of development. What is yours for level 4?
Mine is takes an artistic, romantic orientation to life, creating a beautiful aesthetic environment to cultivate and prolong personal feelings, heighten reality through fantasy, passionate feelings, and the imagination. I think some of the idealism is true.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. Heighten reality through fantasy. I don't know that's like a very strange sentence. I don't know that you do
I understand what they mean though. Like, do they mean like daydream wise? Because I'll just like, my life is so boring, I'll just imagine things are happening.
I talk in the car by myself.
Great, so do I.
Amazing. Good. I was like kind of feeling this might be like something that's not relatable, and I think I'm gonna say it anyway, but I'm glad we can relate there. I don't know. I do think I like the creating a beautiful aesthetic environment to cultivate and prolong personal feelings. I feel like, yeah.
I like if that means what I think it means, which is like romanticize your life. I'm like, yeah. And like I like keep pretty journals just to pretend I'm doing more than I'm doing.
And to like sit in that feeling and like be like, oh, I think I see that. Makes sense. Okay.
It's close, but I don't think it's it.
We're getting there. Cool. Mine says highly concerned with their performance, doing their job well, constantly driving self to achieve goals as if self-worth depends on it, terrified of failure, compare self with others in search of status and success, become careerists, social climbers, invested in exclusivity and being the best.
Okay, I was with you till the last one.
That got like very like aggressive, and I don't know that I'm that aggressive about it.
You're also pursuing a job in like teaching.
Yeah, which is not competitive.
Like social climber, like I have to be the best kind of person. But on the other hand, if you went into like just theater, I think I could see that for you. I think I could see you being like wildly competitive in like the professional world.
Interesting.
So I think again, close. Like I was following it till the very end.
Yeah, I don't like failure. I don't know that. I don't know. It said like in search for status and success, not necessarily. It's more like I don't know. I don't know that it's status is what I mean, but interesting. Okay, what about you for level 5?
So for level 5, I got to stay in touch with feelings they interiorize. I don't think I've heard that word. Like internalized, maybe everything. Yeah. Taking everything personally.
Oh my god.
That's true. I'm a sensitive bitch. But become self-absorbed and introverted, moody and hypersensitive, shy and self-conscious, unable to be spontaneous or to quote unquote get out of themselves, stay withdrawn to protect their self-image, and to buy time to sort out feelings. Okay. Honestly,
that was very
that
true. Was very close, the whole beginning, but then it said like unable to be spontaneous, which you have that you have that capacity. So it's
like just missing. Like I think I'm somewhere around here.
Yeah, we're like in our average levels, huh?
But I think mine manifests as more of like a has to be spontaneous or else nothing's getting done.
Yeah, you're kind of like, what is it, sharks that like will die if they stop swimming? I think that's what.
I was thinking about something else, but yeah, I don't know. Do they?
I don't know. Maybe I just made that up, but yeah, that was like.
How do they sleep?
I think they just keep going. I don't know. I heard that I heard that somewhere, and I thought they just closed their eyes and like vibed and just like cruise control. I don't know.
Sharks sleep.
Do they sleep? I know they sleep, right? But like
they have to. Do sharks ever sleep? Oh, a lot of people have asked this. Okay. Mysteries remain as to whether various sharks ever sleep. Okay, sharks need to. You're right. Sharks need to keep moving over their gills so that they receive oxygen. It was thought for a long time that sharks needed to move constantly in order to survive. This might mean that sharks couldn't stop and therefore couldn't sleep. Is it true? Despite all the research on sharks over the years, shark sleep still seems to be a bit of a mystery. So there's no answer.
Wait, I hate that. I don't like when shit's like, yeah, we don't know.
Next part says, true or false, a shark will die if it stops moving. And it says, well, it's sort of true, but also false.
Wonderful. Thank you, website.
Okay, so I guess different species of sharks need to move like all the time. But some sharks have structures called spiracles, I don't know. I'm gonna go with spiracles. Which allow them to breathe while they are lying on the ocean bottom. Okay, so they have to sleep on the floor.
Okay. So kind of, okay, the idea was there. Just kind of like you kind of have to move. I think you have to move or else you get freaked out.
They're not sure. Sorry, I'm really excited about this. They're not sure that sharks are able to suspend their consciousness. Like not sleep in like the sense that we sleep, where we're unconscious. They're like conscious while they're sleeping.
Whoa, that's crazy.
That's so sad. They probably don't like rest for hours at a time. They just like they have to be conscious. Crazy. But they also don't know. So
oh my god, wow.
Anyway, if you came here for the shark discourse, you're welcome. Discourse.
Thank you. Okay, mine, I think.
Number 5.
Okay, level 5 for me. Become image conscious, highly concerned with how they are perceived, begin to package themselves according to the expectations of others and what they need to do to be successful, pragmatic and efficient, but also premeditated, losing touch with their own feelings beneath a smooth facade. Problems with intimacy, credibility, and quote phoniness emerge. I
don't agree with that, I don't think.
I am image conscious, but it's like from a place of but I'm not like, I don't think I come off as like egotistical because I'm like very like I have very low self-esteem, so it comes out as like are we friends, like like do you like me? I don't know, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that.
From my perspective, I don't see any of that really for you, other than maybe image conscious. But
yeah, I do see that. I don't think I have a smooth facade. I think like, I don't know, it's weird. I think about like people that I talk to regularly, and I kind of just tell you everything I think without any sort of filter. And I think that is my love language. Just like absolutely no filtering my thoughts, and you get to hear every single one.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I ever lose touch with my feelings. I think I'm pretty in touch with my feelings. Interesting. Maybe I'm in between 4 and 5.
Like to be completely in touch.
That's so fun. I'm not completely in touch. I get confused, but I think I'm constantly thinking about it. Interesting. So should we read level 6?
I guess so. It's really sad as we're going
down this ladder. It just keeps going.
I knew I'd be in the lower half, but I didn't think. All right. I knew I would, but like it's coming to the point
I didn't want to know
how undeveloped I am.
I knew, but I didn't want anyone to tell me. Like
just as we get lower, I thought maybe I would have stopped at 5, but I guess not. So gradually think that they are different from others and feel that they are exempt from living as everyone else does. Oh my God. They become melancholy dreamers, disdainful, decadent, and sensual.
What?
Living in a fantasy world. Self-pity and envy of others leads to self-indulgence and to become increasingly impractical, unproductive, effete.
I don't know what that means.
F-F-E-T-E. And precious.
What are these adjectives? These are such weird.
Precocious.
No, but it says precious.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Did they just mess up?
I thought they meant precocious.
That probably would have made a little bit more sense than precious. But okay. Do you relate to that?
A little. You're like, this is how you come off. Let's see. Like, Yeah, I think I have like an intense like sense of individualism. Like I think I'm a lot like more different than I am. But while I feel like I'm also self-aware of that, like while I think that, I also realize that essentially we're all just the same bitch reincarnated. Like
yes, that's exactly what I think for you. Like there's like the sense of like idealism, but it's not so much so that like you are just being pretentious and you have no idea. Like we just choose
I
to
know
indulge
that
in
all
it.
these things are like
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely like I'm a daydreamer. Like I guess I agree with that.
Interesting.
Disdainful, I would say yes. Like for a lot of things.
Interesting.
Decadent. I guess like am I like super I like nice things. I would love to go like all out on shit. So I guess like sensual. I don't know if that's a vibe I give off, but
no, I don't think
think I'm like a sensual person.
I don't think so either.
I would love to be, but I'm not. Living in a fantasy world, yes and no. I think I escape reality a lot through like I don't know, like daydreaming and shit.
Interesting. Okay. Mine says want to impress others with their superiority, constantly promoting themselves, making themselves sound better than they really are. Narcissistic with grandiose. Is that how you say that? I don't know how to say it.
I don't know.
Inflated notions about themselves and their talent. Exhibitionistic and seductive. What are these? As if saying as if saying, look at me. Arrogance and contempt for others is a defense against feeling jealous of others and their success. I think I do like try to deal with being jealous that way and saying I just don't like them, but I think I'm just jealous. But that's like normal. That's what people do. I think
I do that too.
I don't think that resonates with me. I think I must live at like in like 4 and 5 area.
I think I'm around 5 and 6. But I want to keep reading because what if suddenly I identify with 9?
Wait, you want to skip down to 9? Oh my god.
Yeah, because I think we found our sweet spot.
Yeah, because I don't think we're gonna be like lower than this. Like I have that much faith in us. We're in our average level of development, which is cool. Okay, so what's your level?
Yeah, I think we're an average. I'm lower average, but average.
Like this.
I'd say I'm like a 5.5.
I must be I don't know what I'm in between, but like, yeah. Okay, interesting. I might be like 4.5 or something like that, or 5. I don't know. Anyways, what's your level 9?
Despairing, feel hopeless, and become self-destructive, possibly abusing alcohol or drugs to escape. In the extreme, emotional breakdown or oh my god, or suicide is likely. Generally corresponds to the avoidant, depressive, and narcissistic personality disorders.
Okay, so you're not there.
Yeah, thank God. Well, now you know what my rock bottom looks like. So what's yours?
Mine would be become vindictive, attempting to ruin others' happiness, relentless, obsessive about destroying whatever reminds them of their own shortcomings and failures. Psychopathic behavior generally corresponds to the narcissistic personality disorder.
Hey, we both got that.
Hey. Okay.
Why did I get 3? I got avoidant, depressive, and narcissistic. You just got...
Dude, I don't know. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. So I think we live in our levels of development, we're like average. I would love to move to our relationship to each other. I'm so thrilled about this. So this one it's like Enneagram type 3 with Enneagram type 4. And so it starts with what each type brings to the relationship. This is so much reading. I'm kind of do you want to read it or do you want me to?
You can start and then I'll.
Okay. These two types can form something of a complementary relationship, with each bringing important qualities to the relationship that the other generally lacks. Enneagram 4s can teach 3s how to talk about themselves on a deeper level and help acknowledge and process their feelings. They can also bring 3s more sensitivity, a feeling for beauty, and for the non-practical but fulfilling aspects of life. Oh, okay. Finding the 3's heart's desire is an extremely important area of self-awareness in which 4s can help play a helpful role to the 3s. 4s can bring a sense of style and presentation, rich communication, and sense of refinement. 3s model many of the qualities that 4s would like to develop in themselves, and 3s are well suited to helping 4s gain new skills. 3s can bring a great deal of tact and diplomacy. to handling 4's emotional reactions, and there's sometimes too sensitive feelings and self-doubts. Knowing what to say and when to say it, and what not to say to a 4 can be crucial for building trust in the relationship and avoiding inadvertent episodes when either feels humiliated or embarrassed. 3s can bring a sense of hope and ambition to the relationship. Practical goal setting, coaching, and behavior management techniques that help 4s get out of a slump or a period of low energy. 3s can coach 4s on how to get on with practical matters and act professionally despite the shifts in their feelings and self-doubts.
I think your portion, like you to me, was pretty accurate. If you guys don't know, Hannah's definitely like the practical, like the marketing part of the podcast. I'm just somewhere on a cloud vibing. I like, yeah, you have to, like, there's sometimes I'm like, I wonder if I would have said anything if Han wasn't like, let's record this time this week, because I was just in a slump.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I'm like, would I have just completely forgotten? Like, but yeah, I think you like help me like gauge how like angry I'm being sometimes, because sometimes it's ridiculous. And like also how upset I get at things, because I'm like a sensitive bitch. And like also I guess that goes both ways, because I'll sometimes be too sensitive and Hannah will have to be like, well, that's just like this or whatever. But sometimes I'll be like, I'll recognize them too sensitive, so I'll let a lot of shit go, because I'm like, oh, like it's just me being too sensitive, and Hannah will be like, nope, that's wrong.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see that. I think, okay, what rubs me the wrong way about this, I do agree with what you said, like I don't know, like the bottom half of like me to you, but I am so, like, I don't like being portrayed as like very pragmatic and like, I think with you, not that you're not at all, like, it's like, it makes you sound like you're so like unrealistic about everything, which you're not, but
a little.
But it's like, I think like with you specifically, I think I just like fill in the gap. I think that's like me adjusting.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I'm like this, like I don't think I'm like I'm not the practical half of any of my other friendships. You know what I mean? Like, I think
that's crazy. You found someone low enough to just be like,
no, I just like, I think it's so weird. For some reason, I'm very dead set on being perceived as like, I want everyone to know that I'm very emotional, and like, I don't want to ever come across as like unfeeling, you know? I don't know why I feel so strongly about that, but
I think the only reason you look like that sometimes is in our relationship is just you found someone just so off the walls that like anything you do in comparison is like
so tame, and like, oh, she's so together. No, but that's so weird. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you want to read? I don't know if we.
Wait, how do you feel about mine to you? Or wait, am I phrasing that right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I exactly agree.
I don't think I agree. I think we just like, I think we just have a safe space where we talk about how we feel. And I don't know. I think it's just like for both. I think it's like a mutually beneficial thing. I don't think it's like one of us is doing that for the other person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What do you feel about it?
There's just like, I don't think I bring a sense of refinement or like style and presentation. I think I bring chaos to you. I feel like, like,
interesting.
I don't know. I don't think that I've exactly, you're more of like, you bring like movies and stuff to me that I like should watch and stuff like that. Like, I don't think I bring a feeling of beauty for the non-practical but fulfilling aspects of life. Like,
no, I think you do. I think like, okay, I think that you come back and you just like casually tell me something of like something like, I don't know, ridiculous that you did, or like ridiculous like in the best way possible. And then I'm like, I want to be Laur. I want to just vibe, and like, and I think being friends with you has made me just want to do things just to do things, which is nice.
Love that.
Like, not everything
in my
has
head
to be
you've
important.
always been like that.
No, I think that was a result. I think you like played that up in me, and now I like to indulge in things that are nice and just like fun and exciting. Yeah, that's why I like being friends with you. But cool. Should we
I'm blushing.
do you want to skip to like, I don't know, we can read the last part, but I kind of just like, I'm kind of done with reading about that. So the next part is like potential trouble spots or issues.
I'm not ready for this.
I'm thrilled by. Would you like to read?
Oh yeah, I have to read it too. Like, I don't know why, but this is embarrassing me for the fights that we have not had. Like,
I'm so excited for it to tell us like we don't get along and we should fight right now. Like,
dude, I'm ready. Because I think if it weren't for Mariel, we would have never been friends. Like,
I think so too. But then, okay, I always thought that like the whole beginning of our friendship, I was like, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of like, I was like, I like her, but I'm like, I don't know that I would have done this by myself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm like this bitch is me. Like we're the same. Like this, I see myself in her, and this is I don't know. It's a weird emotion it like changed, and now I can see exactly why we are friends.
Yeah, I think I get why we are friends. But like, I don't even mean it in a sense of meeting. Like, obviously we probably wouldn't have met without Mariel. But like, I think if we met just without Mariel or Hannah there, we would have like not spoken.
No, I would not have talked to you.
I would have said something and you would have looked away.
I would have just been like,
like, okay. Anyway, oh, this is fantastic. Both 3s and 4s have issues with self-esteem and with needing attention and validation from others, which I think is true because I FaceTime Hannah about 7 times a day.
We're like the smallest thought ever. I'm like, I need to tell somebody this.
I'll tell her about the iced coffee I had. Like, they both suffer from questions about their own identity and have hidden feelings of shame and worthlessness. These 2 types secretly compare themselves with others and have more or less openly competitive tendencies. I agree. I think I'm competitive.
I am a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
mine is more subdued, but like, yeah.
Yeah, mine's more like outright. Like, I like when I feel like I'm in competition with someone, like they know. But
that's funny.
Much will depend on how narcissistically wounded each person is, and therefore how much they will be vying for approval, attention, and recognition.
Okay.
Both 3s and 4s need attention and to feel appreciated, although 3s will be more able to openly seek these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
I do too. 4s can feel overshadowed and shut out of the limelight by more wait, that's not even the best part. By the more energetic 3. This can trigger feelings in 4s of being defective and deficient, which 3s may play on.
Oh my God. Am I like manipulating you? I'm like, yeah, you worthless bitch. Defective? That's a strong word.
That really is. I mean, that made me feel some things.
I don't think I see it this way. Okay.
3s will tend to give less attention than 4s to the relationship itself, although both will tend to see the other as essential for their welfare.
Okay.
I do see you as essential for my welfare.
I also see you as essential to my welfare.
I'm like holding myself over. 3s will tend to give less. Oh wait, I just read that part. 4s will typically want far more emotional involvement and intimacy than 3s are comfortable with or even capable of providing.
No, I want a spoon. Like, I don't know what this is telling. I don't know what this means. Like,
like immediately come over, catch a flight right now.
I want to hold hands. What do you mean I'm not comfortable?
The fact that if we had come near each other, like even hugged each other in the first month of our relationship,
I would have ran.
I would have thrown up.
I don't know what all this, like, I'm not comfortable. I'm very
now suddenly I'm like, you want to hold hands on the subway? Anyway.
Okay, all of it. This is what I don't like. I'm not like emotionally incompetent. This is like what it's selling me as.
What I've read it as, you're more like emotionally stable.
I just read it as like I'm not as emotional, but I think we're both emotional just in different ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next part. A related problem that is neither type. A related problem. Why did they type it like that? Oh, okay, I see. A related problem is that neither type really sees the other as what they are. Both see the other through projections of what they need and expect the other to be. Oh my God.
What?
4s may see 3s as a rescuer and as embodiment of everything they lack. That's kind of true. I do see you like a little bit. It's like you're gonna like rescue me from like the situation. Whereas 3C4 says exotic, mysterious, sexual, or artistic trophy that enhances their desirability.
Trophy?
Are we
I'm collecting you. Oh my god. Okay, so is this like, you know how I say you're like a manic pixie dream girl? Is this what I'm doing to you? Oh my god.
No, I think that's me. I think I act like Stephen King wrote me. Like, I act like Tarantino is about to zoom in on my feet. Like,
oh my god.
How I act.
I think like this, it kind of resonates, but also
I think mine does too.
I don't regard you as a trophy. Sorry to let you down. Like, I think of you as a person, but
like, I'm like, what do you mean you won't objectify me?
Like objectify me right now,
right
Han.
now, Han.
Okay.
Anyways,
types,
however, can get into hostile rages if their emotional needs are not
hostile rages. Stop! I just pictured us like flipping shit over. I like punched a wall, like
we're pretending we're not doing it. Like punching a hole in the wall, and then like you look over and I'm like just vibing.
Hey, that's so funny.
Hey. I lost my place, I'm sorry. Perhaps the worst for this pairing is that they inadvertently keep reminding each other of their own particular brand of self-concealment and phoniness, a constant source of irritation to each other. Oh!
Wait, what does that mean? Okay, reminding each other of their own what?
Oh, I read it as we're a constant source of irritation. I think it means like we like reinforce the fact that we're like being fake or phony or something like that, or like just not expressing our feelings, and we're like, yep, you do that. Like,
interesting. I can see that maybe earlier in our friendship.
Yeah, we both, Han told me about this. She's like, I'm trying not to agree with things that I don't agree with. Like, just because we do this thing where we'll be like, one of us will say something and then the other has the opposing view and we'll be like, I agree, but, and then say the opposite.
Yeah, instead of just saying, I disagree, this. Like, it's okay to disagree. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Well, at least I do. I don't know. We do express our opinions, but then we try to like soften the blow when we don't have to, I feel like.
Right. Especially when it's stuff like movies or like.
It's like, just say you disagree, bitch. It's okay. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I do think that it's so weird. We haven't seen each other for months, but I think we've broken some new barrier in our friendship.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in that time. Because in March, like, last time we saw each other in person was March. And I still feel like we see each other, like, every day.
Yeah, I just saw Laur because I FaceTimed you for, like, 7 hours.
That's why, like, suddenly long distance, I think after quarantine, like, long distance friendships or, like, just relationships in general don't seem as daunting to me.
I've never thought it was that bad, to be honest, because I had one. Because people would be like, oh, it never works. I was like, it's actually okay. It's easy to maintain if you just put the effort in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's how, like, when I went to New York, I was nervous because I was like, I'm leaving my family. Like, what if I don't talk to them? And like, we still talked a lot. But now I'm like, I really have the ability just to like maintain a friendship over the phone.
I really like that. I like that we've gained that skill, at least from quarantine.
Yeah. If anything, like, now we know we can maintain long distance friendships, which is cool.
Yeah.
They can become snippy and sarcastic, gossiping and complaining about the shortcomings of the other to their friends.
Oh my god, shortcomings. That's so mean.
I know I have a lot, but like, if anyone ever pointed those out and called them shortcomings, I'd cry.
I would cry. No, I'd like to clear the air. I love Laur. I literally like, every single person that I speak to knows about Laur, even if they don't know her personally, because I talk about her all the time, because whatever's going on in her life is automatically a part of my life. And I feel like I could just tell people shit like that.
So I do that with my mom. I'll be like, oh, Han said this today. And she'll be like, tell Han I said hi before I'm like going to like record with you, because she's one of my few family members that knows about the podcast. She'll be like, tell her I said hi.
That's so
And
sweet.
she'll always be like, the one from Texas or California. And like, we call the one from California Han, but she can't remember that. So.
Oh, that's so cute though. I don't know who I told this to, but I was talking to somebody and I was like, yeah, I think Laur is my one true equal in life. I was like, I think everyone else is like, I don't know, I just like can't relate on it. Like I just like don't feel like
Mhm.
I don't know. I just feel like my friendships with other people, I'm like, this is a good friendship. But Laur is like, I'm like, I look this bitch in the eye every day, you know, like I don't know how to explain it. I just think that we're just like well matched, I think.
I think so too. What else I also find funny about that is me and Han like share a lot of emotional shit with each other, but we do not cry in front of each other.
Yeah, okay. So my thing is you like slightly cried in front of me once and
I
you
did
said
that
you
on
hated
accident.
it.
I was so embarrassed.
Dude, okay, I was like I like liked it. I was like, keep crying. Like
You're like staring at the screen like
I was like, huh. No,
tears
I've
coming down
never
my
cried.
face.
I've never cried in front of you, but I'm not opposed to it. Like I welcome
Mhm.
the day that I do cry in front of you.
I can't wait. Mine was just like a little cry, and I was telling her
Yeah.
about a documentary I watched, and
Yeah.
suddenly like I
You were
just
just like,
hated the world and started crying a little.
no, yeah. It was very sweet. Yeah. I mean, no, not really. It was just nice. It was like a good because I've just never seen you cry before. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not like weird
No,
about
I have
crying.
seen you cry. At Mariel's birthday, I think everyone was crying though at her like little speech.
Oh my God, yeah. I always do, whenever I'm asked to like speak about how I feel about somebody, I will start crying. Like I just like have so much love in my heart and then I just get emotional.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. We're almost at the end of this.
Mhm. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I've been like stopping every 5 minutes
No,
or
it's
5 seconds, whatever.
It's cool.
Both can be covert and indirect about sabotaging the other out of revenge if their relationship should end.
Oh,
Um, Once the respect and admiration they have for each other ends, dismissiveness, contempt, and undermining begin, and the relationship itself is surely about to end.
why
So
would
if we ever lose this like intense admiration we have for each other, we're done for.
we would be? Oh my God! Like if we were like in a movie, we'd be such good like enemies.
Yeah,
That'd be so much
I
fun.
think so too.
I'm thinking
We'd
of
have like a
like
good enemies to friends arc, I think.
yeah, I'm thinking of Gossip Girl and like Serena and
Yeah,
Blair.
Serena and Blair.
Yeah, that'd
Who
be
would be
fun.
Serena? That's the worst option in both of
I
our
know, and neither
opinions.
of us wants to be Serena. I don't know who
Yeah.
is.
I could not tell you because I don't really relate to either of them. I think I'm more of a Georgina. Um, if you watched Gossip Girl, you understand what an awful insult that is, but she's really pretty, so.
No, when she was like, no, it's okay. We don't have to. When she's like, it's your baby. Remember she was like
She's
Russian?
just straight up lying.
She's like, Daniel, this is your baby.
Danielle, it is your baby.
What they named the kid something absurd too. Milo.
Oh my God,
I
that's
was like,
right.
they're not Milo.
I
Sorry if
forgot
you're
that was a storyline.
and
And then
he
it
was
just
like
was ended up being a lie. Like
and I remember because she was involved with like some Russian man. That's why I was using an accent. She was like, this is your son, Milo.
Milo.
Ugh, awful.
I forgot that even happened because I forgot they hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
What it
That
Dan
was
really got
absurd.
every single girl on that show except his sister. So, but obviously, I only say that because Gossip Girl isn't opposed to sibling relationships. But
Yeah. Oh god.
there's
That's a rule.
Jenny, Dan, or Jen, not Jen. Oh my God, neither of those people does he hook up. Serena,
Oh, dude, I
Blair,
hate
and
Jenny.
Georgina, and Hillary Duff and
Hillary-
Vanessa.
Hillary Duff. I was like, how dare also Hillary Duff is thick. I mean
She is. I
was
love
like,
that for
she
her.
was just like on she like casually was on Gossip Girl. I was like, whoa, why is she I was like, why is this bitch thick? She got a
She
dump
really
truck,
is.
bro, in the back
Dump truck
with
ass.
so much
Love it.
like admiration. I love that woman. Anyways.
But how did they convince us? I love Penn Badgley. I think he's super cool. But how did they convince us? 2000 and when was that show around? 2010?
Something like I have no idea. I'm like mid watching it, so I have no idea about the whole thing.
2010 Penn Badgley could cop Leighton Meester.
Leighton Meester. Wow.
Blake Lively. Who else was it? Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
Who played Jenny? She's like known
not
for
Jenny,
like parkouring
Vanessa.
away from like paparazzi. There's this really funny video of her doing it.
Oh my god. No. Who's Vanessa? I know her name. I just can't remember right now.
I know the blonde's name is Taylor. The blonde, Jenny.
Yeah, she played Cindy Lou Who in the Grinch live.
She was also in like a screamo band, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I looked at her Instagram the other day, and she was just like, and I was like, yes.
Jenny in
Taylor Momsen. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Vanessa.
I'm trying to remember what her name. I don't remember what her name was.
Any guesses before I tell you?
Nope, nothing in my brain. Head empty.
Oh, it's usually like the actor. Okay, Jessica Schwartz.
Is that her name?
I don't know how to. It's SZOHR.
Oh.
Why am I saying Schwartz? Maybe like Zor or something.
That's funny, dude. Okay. Well, anyways, good Gossip Girl discourse as well. I think we've reached the end of our time here, but
we did.
Yeah, we have some really fun episodes coming up, so I'm excited for that. I'm particularly excited about the one that's supposed to come after this, so make sure you come on back for that shit because I really like that episode.
Me too.
Yeah, I guess
it was a spontaneous one too.
It was really fun.
Really great.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's plug our shit.
Okay, so we have, as always, our resource list in the description. We have our Instagram at 2BadDecisionsPod, our shop, which we still probably don't have up yet at this point,
nope,
which is at shop 2BadDecisions. And is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll have a fun episode next week, and then we're having a guest on Halloween. So we don't normally upload that day. I think it's a Saturday. And yeah, we're gonna have a special Halloween episode. And
I think we should dress up.
Yeah, we're gonna dress up. You guys should watch on YouTube because then you could see our Zoom calls, and I think that's fun. But yeah,
you can see my makeup.
Yeah, you can see Laura's fun. And when we do our fit checks, you can see it. Anyways, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.